Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Stacey and I am so happy you are here. I just finished teaching classes. I am still in my lipstick. I got crazy hair and eyeliner everywhere, but I wanted to hop on here for my 5-minute one take no edit video because today I am talking about my end of the month wrap up, right? What I do at the end of every month. We are getting ready to start a brand new decade. In fact, today is December 29th. And I'm ready to wrap up not only my December month, but also my year of 2019. So I wanted to get on here really quickly and tell you about my end of the month tracker and how you can get one for the beginning of your next month. Let's get started. First off, right now, December 29th, 2019, I currently have the every 2-week paycheck for VIPKID. I am a VIPKID teacher, and this is my VIPKID wrap up. Did I say that? Anyway, I have the every 2-week payment. That does not mean I necessarily get paid on the same day every month. So one thing that I do like to do is I like to track how much my payments are within a month. Does that make sense? Specifically, right? Sometimes I will get my first December paycheck, for example, holds my incentives from the month of November. So I like to track exactly how much money I brought into my bank account within a month. That is the first thing I like to track on my tracker, how much money I am making. Yeah. The second thing I like to track is how much money I will owe in taxes for that money that I brought in that month. Now, obviously, I am an independent contractor. I work from home and I have all kinds of tax write-offs, but I like to be safe rather than sorry. So I always take my income for the month times 0.3, that's 30%, and I like to separate and set aside 30% of my income for taxes. That's a whole lot, but I would rather the money be there and not need it than me need it and not be there. You know what I'm saying? So I like to track both of those numbers. The second thing that I like to track on my monthly tracker every month is my number of completed classes. If you go to your profile on the teaching portal, that's what I'm looking for, the app and the portal, and you go to your stats, you can see your last 3 months of completed classes. I like to do this at the end of every month though and write it down somewhere else because inevitably I will need a month's number of completed classes in a month that's not those last 3 months, right? This is especially important because I like to track for my raise requirements. You have to have 1,200 classes every 2 contracts to be eligible for a 50-cent raise. And so I like to have like a running total of all of my completed classes. So I always write that down. The fourth thing that I like to write down is my number of PPT slots. In that same stats area, it'll tell you how many prime time slots you opened. You need 600, again, to be eligible for your raise. And so I like to keep track of that on my tracker. The very, very last thing is I like to keep my, not very last thing, I guess. The very last thing I like to track is my Apple score, my 5 Apple score. I like to see my percents. Again, for the raise, you need a 25% 5 Apple score. And it's just, if I'm in there in that same part of my profile, I can just keep track of all these numbers and see where I am trying to hit those raise requirements. Yeah. Finally, I always like to put a little note section on my tracker. This is where I might write things like, I don't know, if there was a problem, like weird IT on certain days, or if there was a holiday during these certain days, if I took time off, I might like make a note to myself like, oh, don't forget you took 2 weeks off during this month. That's why your numbers are so crazy. Anything that might be helpful to me as I go through my next year, I like to write down on the same tracker. I have made a printable version for all of you that I will stick in the description box below. It'll also be over on my website, Teacher Stacey BAB. My time is up. I gotta go wrap up my end of the year paperwork, and I'm gonna wrap up this video. I still have 19 seconds to go, guys. Oh, I'm loving this. On fire. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.